been a week. You've only been talking to her for a few moments. She lifts up her hand. Dash him. And Gothe and Giovanna nod and start advancing. Let's roll initiative.
Oh.
Give Average a chance to do a
No,
recap.
fuck the cold. Let's do the cold open.
Okay, cold open.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, we got that recap earlier. He got Max's. We was talking.
Crazy enough, I was
Wow.
going to do the recap as Palm. So
Oh,
it's-
we got to hear it now. We got to hear it now.
no,
Yep.
we're fighting.
I'll give you a nat 20. I'll give you a nat 20. If you're gonna do Palm, I want to hear it.
It was just her saying dismissively everything we did, which was thinking, talking, yada yada yada.
I want to hear her though.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Peer pressure.
Now it's not gonna be as good.
I know. Now we expected.
This never happened before. Fuck. She was gonna just be like, "Hey guys." So last we left off, right? First they leave this gate that they think is safe. The old guy dry snitches about Yavanna. Boo-hoo. They go down the corridor. They go straight to the surviving gifts, and the lady thralls also think they're safe from me. They're not. Old lady bites it. Her daughter becomes the new Taz Mothra. I think that's right. After that, more thinking about what to do with little old me or the other guys. They go to me, makes sense. But now they're just talking, which is weird. So I guess now they'll just die.
Noise. And to top off tonight, our combat music was created by Average. Enjoy. Lilith, you're up. Average, you're a fucking beast.
That's pretty awesome. Alright, well, I certainly wasn't expecting to go first. Alright, well, let me give me... What's the range of this one? Okay, it's a 30-footer. I don't think I can swing that. That's a big ask. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so looking around the room, anything I can do, like anything I can perceive or about these spinning spheres?
What are some of your intelligent-based skills?
Intelligence, we got history. That's the only. Oh no, in nature. Those are her two intelligence-based skills.
Okay. I mean, I think history is probably the closest to what we need outside of religion.
Phoenix is totally gonna check those spheres out, but I don't know that you want to hold an action or anything.
Now, obviously, our new server rules are you will only give up your bonus action to discern information.
Oh yeah, I'll give it up. Oof.
Okay. You know that these spears are power. They collect power within them. They're very, very old. Before magic was freeform, before people made arcane focuses. That's essentially what they are. They're ancient arcane focuses that were more chaotic and held the spell slots, the power for you. And if any of your spells that affects anything in this room collides with one of those, will instantly fail, and you will take 10d6 damage.
Oh.
But you also know that they can be destroyed, but they have a small explosive radius. And with a natural 20, that you know that the explosive radius is 15 feet. Uh, as for destroying them, I mean, whatever conventional means, except for psychic, which is mental damage. They're not they're not mental creatures, and poison because they don't have physical bodies.
Can they be interacted with? Like, can somebody interact with them?
Yeah, you could interact with them, but it would be the same process as a tuning.
Okay. But would they look dangerous to touch?
To just touch, no.
Okay. You know what? I think we'll play around with these. Lilith will come up and try to take one into her hands.
Now they are as big as you see them on the map.
So, hmm. Oh, so are these like like how big are we talking?
About the size of your person, but you could two-hand carry it because they're hollow inside, but they are still cumbersome. You're difficult terrain, both hands if you want to.
Fuck it. We'll see if we can't gain some sort of advantage with it.
Sure. And consider if you want to use your turn for something else, Aiden could two-hand move one of them for you instead.
Sure. Is it an action to interact with that?
Oh, it's just a bonus action. As for moving it, I mean, it'd be like essentially grappling. So part of an attack or attack.
Sorry, guys. A lot of stuff I'm considering.
No worries.
All right. So
No, I appreciate the info.
all right. I guess we will start off with a call lightning, and we'll just play it safe. We'll start it with a third level.
Put it in the chat again. I'll make sure it can be accommodated in this room first.
Okay. It is pretty large, but I mean,
I think it needs to see the sky though. I'm not sure. That's why I want to read
it
it.
doesn't have to be in the sky. It doesn't have to be open sky, but it does have to be a really big room.
Okay, yeah, the room is pretty big, so it can accommodate it. And it mentions the room in the example.
So
60-foot radius? Yeah, it can be accommodated. So obviously we won't worry about where it is, but we know it's above us.
Yeah. So it can cover the room. And then just call it down to bring it down on Palm and Golthea.
Okay. Is it a 5 foot?
It's yeah, 5 foot AOA, so basically a 9 foot square.
Okay.
Or the 3 by
No,
4
I just wasn't sure if you could also get Yavanna, but you're right, you only did get two of them. All right, I have to do a dex. Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good old Golthea needs to make a save. Well, actually, before I make you do Golthea save, you seen Golthea fight with extreme lightning. You want to hit Yavanna instead, considering that?
Makes more sense.
Fire won't work out well for you if you don't. Okay, cool. She does resist it. I don't see the damn. Oh, it's up there. But let's see if she makes a save or not. She fails the save, but she does resist the Demadre. Okay, and then Palm. Let's make it as well. She's got a character sheet, so it's a little annoying. They can't mass script them if they're two different sheets. So 1 second. Palm gets a 16. I think that's a fail, right? What is yours? 17, yeah.
Yeah, 17.
She takes a lightning right into the face. You see the lightning hit Palm, and she just instantly faints.
Lilith, what are you doing?
She'll be fine, but we do need her incapacitated. Or else do you want her to use all of her might against us?
I don't feel like this is gonna go the way you think.
Nor do I think this will be easy. And Aiden will begin to dislodge this spear.
Sure thing. He takes one of it, a portion of his action, but I don't know if he's doing anything else with it in difficult terrain.
Nope.
As Lilith backed up towards Phoenix, and Phoenix is getting her crossbow out ready to shoot a far spear, she's going to ask Lilith, what do you know about these things?
Well, they are concentrations of magic. Think of it as a large magical focus. But don't target it with any magical effects. Well, that would encompass a large area. It would cause a magical backblast.
That was just her way to find out the information. Sorry.
Alright. Longest first turn, but I do apologize.
See blood cough out of Palm's mouth. Phoenix.
She does not think there's any way Palm is actually down, so she's still going to prepare for battle. She is going to reach into Shadow Wolf and activate the overdrive, but this time instead of just him, she gets it as well. So, she's going to instruct Shadow Wolf to position himself between her and Gothea and whoever else might come by, body blocking if possible. And she is going to take aim at the sparse sphere. Oh no, she can't. She did heroism. Never mind. She's taking aim at the sparse sphere, and maybe she'll hit it on the next turn. Shadow Wolf is going to hold an action if any of a threat start coming towards the party. He'll try to grapple them or whatnot.
Sounds good. It's grapple time.
Athletics or strength?
If you're the aggressor, it's always athletics. If you're not skilled, then you plus strength. All right, you go to grab Bethea, and you see his arms pump up, and it, like intense energy just shoots towards you. But you manage to grab him nonetheless. A 21 he gets, and you get a 25. You just see two machine meat boys that never skip the gym grabbing each other. Ah, I see. You too know the art of the protein shake. But yeah, you see they both move simultaneously on one legendary action, but they don't take any offensive actions. You're up, Amrit.
All right. Amrit will go up here, and he'll run past Sora and Reinhold and just say, "Try the cleanse. I'll hold her off."
Ivana snickers at you. I'll have fun, damn you, beast for bees.
Can't we just talk this out, maybe?
My last lover, I pulled his head off his shoulders. I think we are talking, honey.
I don't know what to say to that.
Pull the blade out. Shit. Try to stab her. Let's see. I think that's close, but no cigar. Oh, that's palm sheet. There you go, Yvonne. Loading. Still fucking loading. A fucking man. Nah, this is. Maybe it's the gifts. That took a long ass time to load that shit. That's annoying. All right, what else you got?
Let's see. What did that first one hit? Right?
No.
Gotcha. I'm gonna keep swinging that.
Oof.
Try hitting her with your new sword.
Oh shit! Yeah, hold on, wait. The bonus first. Shit.
She's just dancing around you in her kimono.
I forgot to change the number, but it's technically this. Oh, there you go.
Then you finally pull out the new blade and just kind of when you pull it out, all the colors of the runes light up on it one at a time, from start to finish, air all the way down to shadow, and then it also kind of like it looks like a machine a little bit as it starts to activate. It's like getting slightly larger in length and then thinner to become the rapier you want it to be. And when you slice into her, she screams, "Ah!"
Oh shit! Hey, this thing's pretty cool.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's
Okay. Reinhold, unfortunately, there's nothing simple about conflicts that are this late in the game. You notice that the fire in the center is starting to get a little chaotic. You don't have to do anything about it. But remember, you were warned.
Okay.
You and your friends, it's not only up to you.
Damn it. Think you need a boost to get over there, Sora?
No, I just need a use of your rune.
Understood. So, out of
Who's
character,
the highest passive perception?
Me at 18, I
probably
think.
Sora. 16.
You see
Mine's
Bartholomew's head stuck through the wall watching the fight.
What?
With all
I
of you?
suppose he wouldn't want to miss this. Oh god, I'm gonna have to remind you this way. Is that you, Sir Satis? That guy.
Oh. Okay. So we just need to get Palm out of the range of the flames, most likely in this case. Bonus
Potentially.
action as
Let's get the yellow. There you go.
going into dragon form. Let's do this shit. Ba-ba-ba. Titanic armored beast. I'm gonna need to go up into my good old 15 by 15, if you would please.
All right.
Going to be expanding a bit downward just in case. I don't know what her range is, so.
He's big. He's bad.
Mm-hmm. How high is this room?
The ceiling in this room is a vast 60 feet.
Okay. Reinhold is going to take 30 feet to go this direction, just flying about a solid, 20 feet above Galthea, just to make sure that I'm not within range of him.
To your surprise, you provoke an opportunity attack from Yavanna.
Jesus!
See, one of her tentacles don't hit you till you actually break 30 feet away from her.
Holy crap, she has a long range. Alright, AC 20.
All right, the tentacle just barely misses you, but lets you be aware of her range.
Okay. Well, that's a lot longer than I thought it'd be. And
Men typically tell me this.
she will go ahead and fly himself a little bit lower so that he's within 15 feet of Palm and attempt to grapple her. Just so that way, just hold her effectively.
Yeah. So you automatically fail strength saving checks when you're unconscious, so you grab her.
Got it.
When you commit one of your attacks, you grab her.
Okay, committing one attack to do that then. I've used 50 feet of movement, so we'll take same path. I have 120 feet of fly speed, so it's not really much of a problem. And we'll position just behind us. Okay, best I could do, Yote.
Oh, Aiden, trying to take 2 turns. My master commands me to master. All right, Yvonne's up, and she's going to use her sinking curse. I don't remember if she used this against you guys last campaign, because his school hurt. She's going to sinking curse 3 people. She's going to target Reinhold because she's holding on to Palm. She's going to target Amber because Amber is currently attacking her. And then she'll go for either Shadow Wolf or Aiden, since Aiden's holding the Arcane Spear and Shadow Wolf is holding Althea. So we'll D2 those guys. Be Shadow Wolf. We need a Wisdom saving throw from those 3 individuals. Amrit, Busy, and Shadow Wolf. Nice, Amrit, nice.
Oh, if he fails, he can use his reaction. Oh no, because he used his reaction to hold his action. Never mind.
Yahoo!
And me?
Yes.
Got it.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 of you guys get out of it. All right, so Shadow Wolf body suspends into darkness. He becomes to fall and sink. And as he's sinking through the darkness, he's incapacitated. But also, he suffers some psychic damage. I don't know if he can take psychic. And I don't know if he's immune to casting.
He's immune to psychic.
Okay. It won't take the damage, but he's incapacitated and has a speed of 0 as he drops into this dark realm where he's just sinking constantly. It's like a dreaming state, even though robots don't dream. But it's not specifically sleep. Just an endless abyss. All right, let's see here. Oh, well, that's good to know. I forgot Malthus have auras. All right, I got to pay attention to that more often. Okay. All right, anyways, 2 tentacle attacks against Hamlet. A 12 is going to easily miss you, Amrit. However, a 25 will easily connect on you.
Yup.
34 bludgeoning. She slaps you with her tentacle, just slap right in the backside. And you are grappled and restrained. So that's always fun. She shoots over to the fire with you. Give her back. He's going to take a dip into Zion's blood. He's threatening to put him on the black anvil, the thing that could destroy anything. That's apparently the anvil, the forge or slash anvil is lit by Zion's blood, which is fire. Allegedly. All right. Gulthea looks at Shadow Wolf. You've certainly got the strength to hold me, but can you stand against my blows? That I question, sir. That I question indeed. And he slams right between the legs, but luckily he's not a real person, so it doesn't hurt him as much. Then he sword slashes him, making his hand into a fine blade and just sweep. Isn't actually using blade at the moment. So talking me bludgeoning. 17 bludgeoning on the first attack.
That's the roll to hit.
30 to hit. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
5 from his temp, so 12 from his main pool.
okay. And then the second blow's a 24 for 23. And then the third attack is a 14, which I imagine misses.
Yeah.
Sun Sora.
Ah, damn, so much happened real quick. Why does everyone always interrupt me? Alright. This is more important than ever. She gets down and places her hands on Palm's chest. You may hate me for it, but I'm trying to give you your freedom. She'll expend. She looks over to Phoenix. Do you have anything to help?
Gotta give me a few seconds.
She will hold her action, expending a use of one of her divine hands. Then I put my faith in all of you.
All right. Lilith.
No.
It's your turn again, Lilith.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Let me see. Let me see. Is there a way to like? These 4 spheres are surrounding the forge, so could there be any connection?
Okay. So you want to try to discern that? Let me see what you're at. I'm sure you have perception or investigation skill, right?
Yeah. I think more than likely perception. Yeah. Perception.
You know the drill. You want to give me your bonus?
Sure. Well, there's a nat
Both.
20 and a nat 1.
The duality.
Perfect duality.
Let me see. I like 1 inspo, but do I want to use it on a skill check?
I mean, that first skill check. Can you fathom the information you got from that? How much it altered the course of the entire fight? It's up to you.
Yeah, well.
That's also your last chance to use perception. So, all right. Let's see here. All right. You think that the forge is powered by all 4 of these spears? That's if the raw energy wasn't an obvious indicator, they're slotted in like batteries. But since they've been slotted in for some time, removing them is not enough. They have to be destroyed if you want to deactivate the forge. That's kind of what you're putting together with your previous check and your current check combined to gather this information when you're kind of just perceiving it. Although in the future, I forgot perceptions are not included in the bonus action skills.
The chaotic side of my brain wants to say, what would happen if I threw him in? Anyway,
Don't worry, Everett's about to find out.
I don't think I have a way of getting Amrut to safety immediately. I wish I did. Alright. So yeah, Lilith will look to Sora. What do you want to do about Amrut?
I'm focusing. If I can get Palm back, She'll call them off, right? Can you lend me your strength?
And Lilith will come over. Although her rune is tied to the totems. Not quite sure how that would work.
Well, you need to consume it. That'd be essentially the same as shattering one. If there's one you don't particularly use, you can shatter that one.
I've kind of been using all of them, to be honest, for full functionality.
And they're made to be really good. All of them, they're mastered.
All right. Yeah. So I guess for the time being, Lilith will shatter her healing totem to power it.
All right. Still holding my action for Phoenix, but that adds a +2 to the roll.
Alrighty, and then I guess she'll have Aiden take a dash action this turn to. Well, actually, he can get 20 feet. Now, how far do you think you'd be able to throw this thing?
I mean, it'd be a strength check. Just see how far I can get it. Or athletics to be secured. Usually we do equal part distance, so it'll be a DC 20. Get in there and could fall short.
I don't think he has any skills, but alright. Nope. That'd be it. Well, it was an action to help Sora power her thing, right? Or does she still have an action?
You have to use your action.
Got it, okay. I was clarifying.
If she rolls a 1, we may need to.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Disconnected and reconnected. I can't hear you guys.
Oh.
Whoa!
That's not good.
Okay, we heard you. Do you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, now we can't hear you. And you're also not in game.
Wow.
Damn you, internet!
That's it, we win.
No.
Imagine.
If that was the case, Emerald would die every week.
Oh no.
What? It's average to see her. Hey, can you hear us? It's like every week.
Oh, have that.
Well, now not
Oh,
anymore
oh.
because I have the song out.
We
So
heard you for a second.
No, I'm back. I dropped because the audio was messy.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully it's stable now. You guys hear me good?
Yeah,
or-
it seems fine.
Yep. Loud and
Yeah.
clear.
yeah.
Oh wait, was this on the project that we were showing last time?
No.
Damn.
Okay, good. Alrighty, so it's Palm's turn. And just checking one more time, you can hear me.
Yeah, we
Yes.
could hear you.
If you can't, then I might need to restart my router.
You're good. We could hear you.
Okay, good. If it happens again, I will take a break and I'll restart my router. Hopefully that fixes it.
There's the hope.
In the meantime, you gotta knock down one of these things. You see a heart pop out of Palm's chest and slouch to the ground. A nasty looking heart that was pumping and comes to a slow and stops. And then you see your eyes open up. Hello.
Oh, I was worried about you.
I'm worried about you. Give me a dex save. Lilith, Sora, Reinhold.
Danger sense kick in.
Absolutely.
All right. Yum. Oh, thank God.
All right, DC 20 is exactly what you needed to avoid 3 disintegration rays.
Oh,
As they shoot right out of her fingertips, melting and disintegrating some of the areas around you. She chuckles. How's about that for unlimited pew pew?
very impressive. If it wasn't directed in my general direction.
Wait, I missed. Well, that's not fun. Phoenix, you're up.
Knowing that Sora's waiting for her, the shadow ores to swirl around Phoenix as she stretches out her hand and Sora in attempting to cleanse this nasty little goblin.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. The power of wind, light, and darkness. It swirls around Sora's arm, all of her tattoos almost getting an iridescent glow to them, as she stretches out and places a hand against Palm's head, kind of like how Aang touched the Fire Lord's head. Let's give you back your freedom! And she'll attempt to cleanse.
Okay. All right, you put your hands on her, and you can see this hatred, this black aura mixed in with red, and it's just wrapping all around her body, fire and shadow and darkness. And you manage to break one of those two. I'll let you choose either the fire, the aura, or the shadow aura.
Oh man, I have to recall from my past campaign what rune she was.
Well, she's famous. People know she's a shadow rogue.
A lot of people's impulse would be to separate the shadow because they think it's evil. But Sora has a best friend who is one of the shadow. I'm honestly kind of confused on what to do, but
Yeah, you're not certain. It could just be BS you spewed. She didn't really like people in her business.
that's true. Pierre's about to get all mopey, but I'm going to separate the shadow. Did you hear me?
I don't know. I mean, I hear you now, but I didn't hear what you just said.
I will separate the shadow.
Okay. You quell all the darkness in her, and she starts to scream, I don't want to be free. I like what I am, who I am. And then she gets calm for a moment as she breaks into a sweat as you shatter the shadow. Got worried there for a second, thought you were going to aim for my fire rune.
Wouldn't want to separate what is truly yours.
Oh god, did I cut out again?
Nope.
Oh, I heard you.
Unless you've been talking, then yeah, we haven't heard you.
Yeah.
Something about
Whoa,
catching fire.
guys, I'm gonna reset my router.
Okay.
It's pissing me off. It's clearly my internet right now.
Let's
Okay.
take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But yeah, she tells you that she was worried that you cleansed her rune, which is fire. That you cleansed shadow. You
Okay.
still got rid of something on her, but it's not her rune.
Yeah, I didn't know whether or not we would want to separate her from it.
Yeah, sure, of course. All right, I'm gonna reset my router, If it's fast, then it won't be a conventional break, and we'll have time later. But if not, then 10 minutes. You know the drill.
All right, no problem. I'm over here just trying to figure out how the hell to keep Hammerhead from being obliterated.
Me?
Yeah, mister, I'm right next to a fire pit of absolute destruction.
That's fine.
We may have to do it again. Nothing like wanting to use my turns entirely for this, where I could be, defending myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dodging disintegration rays isn't exactly my idea of fun. With a +1 to dexterity.
We all did surprisingly well.
Yeah. Also +1
My
on
own
my end, so.
my only consolation prize if Phoenix dies is that Aria will come back.
No, we need you to get to the moon.
Wait a
Yes,
second.
that's true.
Don't we have Aria's book still tied to a decent number of us?
Only Amrit and Phoenix, unfortunately, because it was the Prince, Judith, and then Amrit and Phoenix.
Okay, yeah,
She
that's
didn't
fair.
really know you. Like, she knew Lewis, but
Oh yeah,
just
that's fair.
before that, or after that happened.
Yep, just make
She
sure
didn't
that
have
we have.
Lilith either.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I got that pulled up.
Making sure. Gotta make sure to use every asset that we can right now.
I don't know it'll help average being thrown into the forge thing, though.
Yeah, if one of the magic orbs is able to deal like 10d6 or something ridiculous along those lines,
Oh.
I don't even want to imagine the fire damage.
Oh yeah, throw. Yeah, cool band.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I had a feeling Shadow wasn't her room, so I thought that was the answer. I don't know. It just wouldn't sit right with the idea of separating her from the rune she was born with.
What? We might need to like avatar this bitch. I don't know.
All right, well, one down.
Just no bending. Like,
Well, we know that she's fire now.
yeah, I wanted to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter.
I was like,
Out of character, I knew because, well, co-DM'd that campaign, so.
It's just been a while.
yep.
Yeah, I remember Palm having that cyclopean beam for the longest time.
I forgot all about that one. Yeah, it's classic.
Although I'm wondering why Cleanse is separating the runes instead of. That's interesting. It's as if both the runes are tainted.
I mean, probably.
It could just be that she has a link to all the runes in some way. Because, she is linked to the crown, which controls every mouther, so I wouldn't be too surprised if it started to infect whatever connections to the runes that she had.
I just gotta survive till my next turn to do it again.
Yep, that is a concern.
I may just have to deal with just having just my +8 this time.
I'll have to see. Ryan really can only help you out with one use, because I only have one use of my ability. Well, I guess it kind of depends on how Falcon rules it, because in technicality, my ability lasts for 4 turns, or I have the chance to use it for 4 turns. So I'm not sure if Falcon will rule it as it helps empower it for 4 turns, or if it's just a single use.
Probably gonna be a single use.
Most likely, that would just make the most sense. We'll have to see. Little pupper chilling by you?
You can finally hear her, huh?
A little bit.
I'll have to reset my noise suppression again.
Yeah, it was cute.
There we go. Alright.
No!
She's over here.
Little
may have
car
to-
motor.
Doesn't work.
Adorable little car motor.
She's really old, y'all. She can't help it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's cute.
It's better than like dementia screams like my cat did when he got old.
Dementia screams.
Yeah, they can get that. They can
That's
also get
horrifying.
heart murmurs and liver cancer. Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
which you never think about, because like, oh wait, that's an animal. They have like body parts.
I mean, yeah, my rabbit died from ovarian cancer.
Oh.
You're like, oh shit, whoa. Yeah. Shout out Kramer though. Good times. Oh, and seizures. Yeah.
Oh.
What a
Good
bad
lord.
run, brother.
Hey, there he is.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Jackie caught the kill company. I'm not sure if they're gonna disconnect me again. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm watching TV right now. What?
Yeah, I was just fuck with you.
That's what I'm watching Soul Leveling actually.
You were like, what?
Oh, solo leveling. No, I don't even blame you in that case. Okay.
Watch it together. Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to watch that when I get the chance.
I mean, I just started Has Been Hotel today.
Yeah.
I'm not one for musicals, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I was the same way, but I enjoyed Has Been.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Slight trigger warning for SA episode 4. Just in case. I wasn't sure if that'd be a concern.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, it's a show about hell and demons, so.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Just making sure is all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
I've already seen tons of gore and lots of raunchy jokes, so.
Okay, you're
don't
good
know.
then.
Yeah, once you watch Hell of a Boss, you're like, oh, this is this. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well.
It's like that with a higher budget and more singing.
Yeah.
Is it like the same universe type of thing?
Yeah,
It's the same world, yeah.
occurs in quite literally the same world. Hell of a Boss
Yeah.
explores all layers, but Has Been only explores the first layer specifically.
Okay.
How you doing over there, Falcon?
I'm good.
What?
I'm waiting for the call to conclude.
Ah, I see.
So, Average, did you make like every single part of this song, like drums included?
No. So it's a long process. So basically, uh, I played a bunch of shit. Then I was like, this could be something. And then I found a guy on Fiverr. I was like, hey, can you make this a song? He was like, no. I was like, okay. Uh, can we make a song together? He was like, yeah. So I was like, make it sound like these bands. And then I was like, can we try the riffs now? He was like, only if they're in drop G, like the bands. I was like, oh, sure. And then he did that.
It's very specific, but all right.
That is the process. And I was like, oh, this is too low of a tuning. So I scrapped it and didn't want it to be the final song. And then we got close to the date. I was like, you know what? It still slaps. It's okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, drop G probably isn't the best for
Right.
like a D&D campaign.
Yeah, I mean, still sounds pretty good in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I think some things get lost. But
It sounds even better on the WAV file, but it's really good.
yeah.
She should be off the phone soon. It's kind of annoying because we bought a new router like a week ago.
To be fair, I think that might be the reason why. Whenever you deal with new stuff, it tends to cause issues, especially
Also,
with
I'm
this
like
tech.
I'm an Ethernet cable right into the box though.
Hmm.
Not Ethernet.
Oh,
Is it called Ethernet?
he's direct.
Yeah, my computer's hooked directly into the box.
Best way to go.
Mm-hmm. Take it from a fighting game player.
Yeah. Especially when fighting games have such bad net code. The one game where that matters.
Yeah. Gotta get the
What
pearl
if you
back or
didn't see
nothing.
the punch in time? Yeah.
The one frame.
Like what? Why? Tekken's all right with that.
Yeah, I gotta upgrade my monitor at some point so I could actually use the full FPSs. Because I think I can only go up to like a solid 30 or 60 on mine right now. Then there's my system that's just an absolute beast. So,
Something's got to give.
yeah. Though to be fair, spending like 20 bucks on my monitor and like 1,000 on my PC, I think there's a difference there.
$20?
Thrift store. It's like $100 office monitor that I picked up at the thrift store. So it works. It's just not like as optimal as it would be.
It's like, yeah, we're showing you shit, but like,
It could be better. So yeah, I'll probably save up, see if I can upgrade that at some point. Cause like my current setup is the good old thrift store monitor and like an old TV that's just on the side. But you know, TVs aren't exactly optimized for dense pixels, so
Okay, we get back into this. So we took our regular break, of course.
Mhm.
It's unfortunate.
yeah, no
The
worries.
technician said that they replaced the box. That it's more than likely the things on top of the building.
Oof.
That there's been a lot of calls from our area.
Oh.
Whatever, I don't know what those are called. The power things on top of the building. Yeah. She said it was the main system, so it's real. But I restarted my router. Hopefully it's enough. But if it's not, then we're screwed.
Here's to hoping.
fuck.
We'll see.
All right. Well, we'll get right back into this. Hopefully it's not a hassle. If it continues to be a hassle, I might have to pick up next week. So let's see.
Yeah, no worries. It is what it is.
All right. So we separated Palm from Shadow, and we're going on.
Wait, I'm not hearing Cloudy anymore.
Yeah, I thought it was me,
Cut
and
off
my
half
heart
second.
dropped.
Like shit.
Wait, you can't hear me?
We heard like
I
your
heard you say we separated her from Shadow, and
You're
then
like,
it
here's
was
the
like,
plan, guys.
Yeah, and then I immediately thought, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
No, you're good.
And Daniel, they're not snitching on you in your name no more. They just throw a symbol right in chat when someone's playing a game. Look at him, he's AFK. Dude, when did they start putting symbols in chat?
No idea. Programs do updates like that all the time without really realizing.
Is that the official game symbol though?
I guess.
I'm not seeing what you're
We
seeing.
can see you're on
Yeah, I'm not
Eldivers.
This guy's gaming. No, it's fine.
Okay, am I breaking up though, or
No, you're
No.
good.
No.
No, you're good.
You're
It's
stable.
probably my mic being too far away.
if I'm breaking up? We're gonna have to reschedule.
You're fine.
But Cloudy, we missed the rest of your thought.
Nope, just saying what we did last.
Okay, so is Phoenix's turn continuing? Just Palm is like, glad you didn't separate me from my fire rune.
I believe that's where we left off last.
Yeah. Maybe she was gonna do a
Uh-oh.
reaction thing.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Falcon. Ah.
Fuck.
Oof.
Oh.
Well, that's what it is. God damn it, internet problems.
To be
Man.
continued, I suppose.
No.
What a time for discontinued. Man, cleansing Palm halfway. This can be. You know what? I'll take recap next week, guys.
It's the cleansing. It not only disrupted Palm, it disrupted the internet and everything.
Palm is too powerful. That's sad.
Indeed.
No, I just cleansed you too hard, dude.
I'm cleansed. Guys, I don't want to waste your time tonight. If this is going to be a continuous issue, then we're going to just have to pick up. Obviously, you get a discount next month. None of that stuff really matters. We'll be taken care of. But obviously, I can't run the game if my internet's not going to work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Awesome. And I believe Claudia will be setting the mood for tonight.
It'll be a brief recap, but hopefully one to spur the troops. Last time on the Phantoms of the Past. The world is dark. I find myself sitting across from Palm in silence. We look into each other's eyes, looking at the reflections that speak of our stories. In her eyes, I see a world in flames. Agony, pain, fear, loss, and maybe regret. It blinds her and drives her forward to her goal to have this reflection be the reality. I see my friends struggling, hurting. Amrit being forced into the black cauldron of flame that threatens to consume him and the fate of the world. Phoenix and Shadow Wolf holding back the dominated Gothea, and Reinhold Lilith trying to survive Palm's fury. But while I cleanse her of one of her connections to her runes, she would see the reflection of my story, of unconventional family, of what has been saved, what hope has been both created and earned, of the potential of a world that isn't given up on. To my friends, hear my words in these dark moments. Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place and we won't give in. Our victories in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war. We bring the war to them. We bring the war to her. You're up, Phoenix.
Okay, that's inspiring as fuck.
Oh gosh.
All right, so I'm gonna give you max symbol because that's what we're doing, and everyone else is going to get one inspo because that was infectious.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. Okay. Shadow Wolf had been hit by the Mother's aura, where he's just standing in a stupor. Phoenix had had joined Sora in trying to cleanse Palm, and something happened, but don't know what or how much. And she is looking past Shadow Wolf to Amrit, who does not seem to be in a very good position right now. She's trying to do the calculus. DM, can she gather what she would need to do to bring Shadow Wolf back into the fight?
Our new system, you can use a bonus action investigation. Is it a bonus action to control him?
It is a bonus action to control him.
Well, as part of that, since he's in this situation, it'll be a kind of a freebie attached to that. Huh?
Okay. She's gonna look at Sora real quick. Does Sora have a face of determination?
Oh, you know it, baby.
All right. Instead, she's going to use one of her rune abilities, Shadow Act, that allows her to have an extra action on her current turn. So basically, she's giving up her bonus action. For a held action, her arms or tattoos are going to light up one more time, and she's going to look at Sora and she's going to look at Palm. Held reaction for Sora's turn to help Sora cleanse Palm one more time.
Okay, excellent. So when you hold an action, you still have access to your bonus action, so you can still follow through what you wanted to do earlier if you wish.
But she had already used her main action to cleanse the first time. Sora held hers.
Yeah, but you're using your bonus, not your main action.
Okay.
So go there. Giga Chad is just talking shit to Shadow Wolf as he's continuing to crush his body.
Would it be too much to say she fires off a crossbow at the back of Shadow Wolf's head, not to do any damage, but it's kind of like the smack on someone who's hysterical?
Try to like knock him out of his consciousness and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. Instead of like hitting it, why don't you do a Tinker's Tool? And the idea is you sent it through and hit him at the perfect spot.
That works for me. There a reset button on the back of his noggin?
There is now. Since your character's so smart, we'll assume that you've planned for situations like this, and the 27 will surely support it. I was like, do I tell the DC's 18? Will she think that's harsh? But then you over here with big ass buttons.
Oh, okay, so we're just trying to get Shadow Wolf out of his stupor so he can engage with Goliath or Gothea and keep him pinned down. They were having a grapple off.
You've certainly succeeded in that regard, so you can do whatever you wish with Shadow Wolf.
His grapple and athletics check.
It is, but I'm okay with your Tinker's Tool breaking free from it, so you don't need to worry about breaking the grapple.
Fantastic. Then he is still like two sumo wrestlers trying to hold Gothea still, keeping him away from Phoenix and the rest of the party behind him.
Okay. Gothea just tells you, soon your lapdog will fall to my might.
We'll see, Goldie. And we will EOT.
Emmerich, you are being suspended over this flame, which I honestly think most players forgot, but Phoenix has revealed that this is the amble that can break anything, uh, or the flames that can break anything. The Black Forge, though it has many titles, I'm not sure which one I fed to you guys. I think I said you guys the Black Forge.
Yep, it's Black Forge.
I
Um,
call it the Black Cauldron because it was sounded cool.
yeah, it's also one of my childhood movies. So Amble, fucking Emmerich, you are being suspended over the flames, and it can destroy anything. And Yavanna has you grappled and restrained. You need to get out of this before Yavanna goes, or enjoy yourself in the bath.
Yeah, yeah. So plan was I was gonna cleanse her, miscalculated because I don't have any more rune slots. Looking at my sheet over the weekend, I was like, "Oh fuck!" So I'm going to try and use a blood curse to basically like make her like lock up and don't not drop me. So she'll have to do the right one. Yeah, she'll have to make a DC 17 strength savings throw.
To break free from well, you get to do athletics or acrobatics if you're trying to break free. But if you want to do this, then yeah, you can make her do a shame save.
Uh,
So you have options with your action, unless you want to start with this and then see how it plays out.
I'll try and break out first.
Okay, so it's your choice of athletics or acrobatics. Try to break down.
We will do acrobatics.
The DC is 17, so just like your binding. Yeah, I mean, you slip free from her tentacles. And you save.
Okay. And just so she doesn't do it again, I'll still do it.
Okay, your shame saving throw. Oh man. Okay, forgot that Ivana does not have much strength going for her.
I was assuming.
She a thin girl. She gets a 3 on her save.
Hey. So once I break free, she like whips around to try and grab Amrit, and she realizes that she can't. She's like frozen in place. That she's just like holding his hand up like right in front of her face.
She's trying to grab you, and I don't know if you guys ever played Little Nightmares.
Sure, first one.
Yeah, but I beat it recently, and this girl's giving me the Little Nightmares vibes. So she's like really
Fair.
thin and stuff, and trying to grab you, but using your powers to wrap her up and then move her tentacles and stuff away.
All right, I still hold her in place, so maybe she could still do something, but he'll try and keep moving back.
Yeah, also don't forget Aiden's holding one of the damn power generators, so he's about to toss that thing in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't know how big the explosive radius will be, but
Yeah.
Damon's taking quite a gamble here.
Well, let's see. I'm 5, 10. Oh, I have hella speed now. I'll get as far back as possible then. Yeah. Well, so just like holding his hand out to her.
So while you're bloodbending Yavanna and she takes her legendary action, let's see, can she do what can she do as she does? Speed is reduced to 0, so she can't take a movement to the end of your next turn. Okay, wow. Alright, so she can't move closer to you or to get away from this, and she's worried to explode. Unfortunately, Aiden is the only one in her range. We found out her range is 30 feet, so Aiden is going to get tentacle tapped at legendary action. I think it's just Aiden. Is Shadow Wolf in the range? No, it's just Aiden.
Oh, can I also amplify it real quick too, Falcon? So she can't
Sure.
do the part there.
Oh, so it'll continue until she makes a save. Got you. Oh, God.
I'll take that.
It's bad. All right, so an Endless Tentacle comes out against Aiden. I'm not sure if he's in his AC mode, but if an 18 against him.
He's got his temporary hit points right now, so he's in armor.
I'm okay. I
So
don't remember what
be,
he does.
20.
Okay, so an 18 slaps, crackles against the floor, misses. Reinhold, you're up.
Okay. As Reinhold in this desperate situation tries to just look around and see what he can actually do, he sees the variety of sheer energy expenditure, the magic flying about, and more importantly, Sora doing everything she can to try to cleanse Palm. And while it was mentioned to try to lend his rune to her, having not really had the spirit training per se, he's almost confused on how he could properly do that. But as he looks at her for a brief moment, within his line of sight that only he could really see, what seems to be a small ember floats by, and a memory of when he walked up to Lewis's casket and placed his hand on it. It was in that moment that almost a form of promise was made between the two of them, one that even Reinhold wouldn't have known. The passing of the torch from one protector to another. And remembering his spirit, there's only one spirit that could really help him now with this. As he looks deep in himself and says a singular name. Amelia, you think you could help me out with this? I don't know what I'm doing, but all I need to know now is that I need to help them. And he does all that he can in an attempt to try to channel his rune over to Sora, even though he has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Okay. I forgot you came in after spirit training too.
Oh yeah. So it's just sheer attempting to understand what the hell he's doing. Assuming that he is able to properly channel it over to Sora, Iron Maiden normally has like 4 activations over 4 turns. Does this count as a single use, a single boost towards Sora, or would I be able to spread it over 4 turns?
You would have to consume the entire thing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Readying action.
Alternatively, you could use your rage instead because your big form is also part of your rune. So you would end your rage early, obviously, but still keep Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So you have 2 options.
I'll spend Iron Maiden for it.
Okay.
Miote?
All of the energies from her friends just begin coalescing into Sora's arm. Her tattoo, her rune markings, normally a golden color from both wind and light, now become iridescent, and almost as if a rainbow is constantly ebbing up her arm and causing her the moon sigil on her forehead to begin constantly irradiating almost this like rainbow-like aura.
Alright. Ivana is up. Now she still can't move, right? She has to save at the end of her turn with the amplify. Yeah. Dang, so you're bloodbending the shit out of her. Oh, Iron Maiden is a charisma save. Never mind. Alright, Ivana is going to use the one target in her range. Luckily that target has 20 AC. Let's find out. Alright, we got 3 tentacles slappinating around. 16, 18, and finally a 20. So we got her on the third one. Aiden gets hit for 27 bludgeoning.
Oof.
But more importantly, obviously, when the tentacle hits you, you are grappled and restrained. I'd say you'd still be able to throw. Obviously, you'd probably try to chuck this if you want in your turn, if that's your intent. But other than that, you wouldn't be able to move any further and stuff. Unless you got magic. Yvonne needs to make a... What was it? Is it just the same throw? Same strength throw? Okay. An 11, she's still captured. Okay. Golthea is going to deliver 3 punches to Shadow Wolf's jaw. You think you're going to stop me? But you have no idea how powerful I've become. Ever since Discord's update destroyed my art, I'm unlimited.
Oh God.
That icon's the sharp shit.
Now you guys see exactly what I meant earlier.
The struggles.
It's rough out here, man. 15 followed by a 31. The 31 would hit you for. Wait a second. 13 bludgeoning?
Awesome. He has 5 temp HP because she had supercharged to them at the beginning. So I'm sorry, how much was the original?
13 bludgeoning just now? Oh, the original temp?
Or no, I'm sorry, the original bludgeoning 13.
Yeah, 13, yep. Which is baffling because I'm looking at it and I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 2. I was like, how's it that low?
Because they're grappling each other.
That makes sense. It makes sense. You do have to survive his third attack, his sword, which will connect onto you, unfortunately. Well, I think a 19 hits Shadow Wolf.
It does. He's got an 18.
For 17 slashing from his blade.
Oh, he's not looking good.
Let's go through this turn. He held him off for one more turn. Sun Sora, Palm is getting ready to fire off some more disintegration rays on her turn.
Yeah. Sora, with Reinhold holding her, she raises her hands out and presses it against Palm's sternum, her eyes looking deep into her own. You may hate me for it, but what I am trying to do is help you, even if you feel like you don't deserve it. Too many innocent lives lay in the balance.
I know.
And that's why I must do this. As she will devote... She wants to make this a big one. She will sacrifice one of her family's Steelwind strikes into this cleanse. And then we'll see. I probably will use an inspiration if it's low, so let's see the first number. Never mind.
Woohoo!
God damn!
Just as all that iridescent energy swirls around Sora and then almost in a spiral just pushes and enters Palm's body. Feel the weight of what my family can do.
Okay. You see that she begins to sweat a lot, and as you shadow and swallow up her fire energies and her shadow energies, exposing her true defenses, the last thing that remains, herself, her heart, her soul. You've gotten past 2 barriers, but unfortunately for you, there's one last barrier you must break. As you can now physically touch her soul if you're able to cleanse one more time.
Okay. As those defenses come down, Sora looks Palm in the eye. There you are.
Now you see me.
And she smirks. That I do. Bonus action, she'll get up onto her staff, and that'll be EOT.
Excellent. Lilith, you got a lot of plans going on in this turn, don't you?
Well, Sora doesn't have like another cleanse going off or preparing for another one, does she?
She is holding... Well, I mean, I guess that was her held action. So she's going to be doing it again. She is building her power back up. So you do whatever you need to do.
Okay. So you are preparing for another cleanse.
Yep, I forgot that I held my action to do that, so I'm holding my action to do it again.
Well, you held it for the first time because you were waiting for Phoenix. and it was my action to join you, and your held action went off. This was a whole nother turn.
So yeah, it'll be my whole. I would devote my action to holding it again.
Okay. So you cleanse held the first time, cleanse held the second time, and now we're doing a third cleanse. Okay. Hopefully the final cleanse, since you've broken through her shadow and fire, and now it's just her soul.
So can she? I mean, she's not skilled in cleanse either, but she can channel spirit energy. Could she do soul rend and channel that into her ability?
Yeah, absolutely. You can, as long as you're using a rune power. The spirit runes are still runes, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, then you would see the energy that she's been using to uh, um, blast mouthers alike. She then begins to charge that energy into Sora. I'm not very skilled in the peaceful spirit arts, but hopefully you can get through to her.
I know I can.
I can't stay much longer. And as you see his palm charging up her energies, she is going to vacate the area. And then her bonus action to control Aiden. Actually, no, her bonus action can be something entirely different because Aiden's new economy. It's just changing. Well, I mean, she can change into the battle stance. So he'll be changing totems for the time being.
I guess to,
Um,
eventually switch back, refreshes, stuff, so.
that's the idea. Um, I guess he's gonna try to make that throw.
Okay. Well, you know the DC, how we do it in my games. Each square's the exact throw, so 20 DC.
Yeah.
We got
I
inspo.
just wish she had. I just wish she had athletics, but he just has straight strength.
You got Inspirados. Otherwise, obviously, if you could have gotten closer, but you're grappling or stringing it.
You know.
Oof.
Do I want to?
I mean, Cloudy got everybody a freebie one tonight if you want to use that. So.
Yeah, you do get a freebie.
Thing is, I kind of want to save those for critical saves.
That's true.
Would that count as one attempt, or more so that he failed?
Yeah, so he makes you a point. Whenever you do a push or a grapple, it's usually one. Throwing is the same. So if you have multi attack, you can try again to throw.
True. Okay.
I guess the logic is that it's no longer in your hands, but I'll have that be on the final toss, whether it's in your hands or not.
As he's tossing, he just like feels that it's not enough. And like,
Oh.
oh,
Okay, wait a minute. Phoenix has her reaction. She can flash of genius it. Let's say that he was going just barely a little bit south, and she sees it's not going to quite make it. She'll use her flash of, well, can she use flash of
Yep,
genius?
Exactly 30. Yep.
Okay, and we'll fire off a crossbow bolt at it to knock it north just a little bit.
So the ball is about to pass through it, and then your thing comes through. Boom! It hits there, and it just goes crazy.
Hopefully she didn't just kill Shadow Wolf by doing
oh
that.
shit.
See that the ball, when thrown into the dark black anvil, it immediately destroys the ball, and all that previous energy that usually repels against casters that destroy it assault Yavanna. Daniel, I need a 20d10s in chat.
20d10. Oh,
With
fuck.
pleasure.
It's a good thing Aiden wasn't nearby.
No, it's literally. By the way, it's literally the entire top stand.
Ooh.
Everything worked out perfectly, it seems.
That Everett move.
Yeah, I gotta
I
make
wouldn't have made that.
I can make a con save for half. An 18 will not pass the DC 20 of the anvil. She takes 102 damage to her face. The anvil's damage is the same damage as the elementar's, which is pure. It is impossible to reduce this damage. It even cleans away any temp you had before applying the damage. It is a meant to destroy. And for a creature like Ivana that has a lot of resistances, I'm afraid she won't be resisting this. As she takes 102 damage to her face of pure, unreducible damage. And you just see her tentacles are almost obliterated. PG-13, so she only has enough clothing to cover up the important parts. And her hair, which is the worst offender, is ruined.
Oh no, you went for the hair shade.
No. Oh boy.
Okay, and let me get rid of this ball that you got over here.
Uh, um. So
Hold on,
her
we're
tentacle.
not done just yet.
Okay.
For the rest of you, I need a strength saving throw.
Oh
Oh, damn.
no.
Oh, the
It's not
shock
as bad as
wave.
you think. It's not as bad as you think. The momentum of the explosion could knock you guys prone. That's it. There's no damage. I don't remember if we changed. If we haven't
Not
changed,
here, no.
and we're just using regular.
But you only have one No, you only have one exhaustion. That's only on skill checks.
Yeah, skill check, so it's the same throw. Yeah, strength save. So this is just gonna knock you guys prone if you fail. The DC is the Anvil's DC of 20.
I hear Golthea probably thinks he knocked Shadow Wolf down.
Yeah. They, to no one's surprise, of his insane strength is still standing. Palm is prone, but she's about to just stand up on her turn.
She's grappled, actually.
Oh, she's prone grapple. There you go. Which is important distinction.
Did the tentacles stay intact? I couldn't remember.
Yeah. It still has her held mechanically. It wouldn't like destroy it.
Got it. All right. Well, that is everything she wrote.
All right, so just 30. But yeah, Yavanna went from an all-powerful Mouther to extraordinarily injured Mouther. All right. So almost all of you guys are knocked prone except for Sora. So
And Reinhold.
and Reinhold. Oh man.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, no.
Yeah. We're going after the prone people.
Sora's looking at her like, don't you fucking do it.
So you see me now, don't you? Oh, see this. All right. We'll roll a D2 for Shadow Wolf or Aiden, because only person out of the range is Emmerich. So we're going to be doing a dex save from Lilith, Phoenix, and one of these two. If you want no danger sense on it, on a flat roll, sure. But that's you forcibly taking it in your direction. But if you want to do that, it must be a real risk. So. Okay.
Are you
So
sure
then
about that?
we'll remove Aiden and Shadow Wolf from the equation because you'll still prioritize the Rune Masters, obviously. So yeah, dex save, Lilith, Phoenix, and Reinhold.
Oh.
Oh, the free one. Thank you, Cloudy and Falcon.
Yep. Don't forget it is at disadvantage because he has a problem.
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
I almost insulted you, Phoenix, because I was like, you're a halfling, but no, you're not a halfling. So
Oh, this is gonna freaking hurt.
I think an 18 might. Let me see here. Where's your sheet? What's your spell save? Hold on, her sheet's loading. Oh my god, it hurts every time I see it. Oh my god. It destroyed both her images.
Oh.
Priorities here, folks. Priorities here. All right, so let's see the spell save DC. The spell save DC is 18, and if you make it, you beat it, so you're safe. The rest of you are not as lucky. Luckily, you have enough health that you won't be destroyed, but it's gonna hurt really bad. You're taking 10d6 plus 40 to your faces. Ugh. That is 80 damage to you guys' faces. 80 force damage. Oh, God. Tom chuckles and just goes, "You're lucky your friends are so strong. Weaker opponents would have been reduced to atoms."
I remember that time in the underground on training day. You took away the lives of up-and-coming heroes. They could have changed the world, and you took them away from us.
I don't even know who you're talking about. That's the sad part.
You will.
We'll see.
Well, she was going to sacrifice health to get Shadow Wolf back up, but she doesn't have the health to sacrifice anymore. Sorry, having to rethink my turn.
Do you trust me, Phoenix?
I think so. We're going to... Okay, the tattoos on her arms are still alight. She is just remaining in her Shadow Rune power, embracing it. First of all, she's gonna float back up and get up off of prone. Forgot about that. She's back to where her feet are a good 3 feet off the ground. She's going to channel a Cure Wounds onto herself. I'm clicking it. For some reason, it's not popping up. Maybe, do I need to...
That's Palm.
All right, I'm going to have to just roll the die because it's not responding, but I will do that to see how much she gains. And then she is going to use her bonus action to use her last Shadow Act. She is going to hold her action to join Sora one last time.
And that would set off her held action. As I guess it was both Lilith and Phoenix that assisted, so it's a combination of light, wind, shadow, and earth. As Sora closes her eyes. Remember then, Palm. Remember on who you once were. And we'll attempt to cleanse for a third time.
Okay.
You want to try waiting for Ryan or just going for it?
Yeah, put that in the chat. I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh shit. Well, I gotta let Biz in there. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
She pauses in a couple more seconds.
Well, in the fiction, you're like, come here, man. You're charging up the energy to cleanse her as you're delivering your speech.
Yep, sounds good.
I'll say that, as you're about to channel it through for a moment, you feel like almost this slight cool of water pass by your face as you'd glance over to the side, and in the corner of your vision you would see almost like a water spirit just hovering over you to help guide. And that's what kind of pauses you for a moment.
Okay. Emmerich, you see what your bloodbending has gotten you into, and there's just the black amble is still in perfect condition after the explosion, but Yavanna is looking at you with such hate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's in perfect condition. But we don't know how many of those explosions it can take. I mean, there are 4 of those spears.
Slam dunk at average.
Amrit
Actually,
will.
not slam dunk. Don't do that.
So do like the thing where you like flip up or whatever onto your feet, and it'll move up. Let me see. This should be close enough. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try and bloodbender into the anvil myself.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
That is also a saving throw.
Tell me it's not strength, so she's fucked,
It is strength.
bruh, bruh. Okay, so I gotta do the saving throw. So I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. Ivana does not have strength saving throw proficiency. She got a -1 to her strength save. So let's make this a public road.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing? Are you able to move for how many feet?
Yeah, I can move her 20 feet from where I'm at. So that should be right here. Yeah, yeah, that can move her in there.
So you're dipping her just right up in there, 10 foot into it, down into it. She looks
Sorry,
at
this
you.
is mean, but I gotta.
What are you doing? Stop it. Ah, release me. I could aid you in your quest.
You came this way too. And they'll just
Okay.
like pull.
All right. I need another 20d10 from you from the anvils of damage.
Ooh.
That is a juicy dice to roll.
20d10, right?
Yep. 20d10s. Yep.
I think this should roll. Let me see.
Oh God.
Woof.
So luckily, there's no explosion knocking you guys prone. This it seems to be from the residual energy from the spear. This is just being dipped into the anvil. It does this damage to the material placed in it, which is meant to destroy everything, including in this case Yavanna. As you see her begin to scream, as light begins to collect in her body, she begins to glow, and crack her skin's crack. Looks like a porcelain doll that's like beginning to break. She sticks her hands out to you one last time, Emirate. And then not only do you see her shatter into 1,000 pieces, but the soul that usually returns to the mouth that feeds you guys see shoot off is swallowed up by the anvil and destroyed as well. So she's gone forever.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I'm not a good person. But this is for the good of many. It's like the flame just spout upward, basically. And that will be his turn.
Pretty productive fucking turn.
Yeah. So as Lilith said, it's the place where Malthus can actually die. Also, Palm was using the energy of the anvil earlier, since she doesn't have the crown, to summon Golthea, which is also why I had told you guys when he was in that ball, it was possible to destroy him forever, since the anvil makes them vulnerable. So that's also kind of answers that question too. How was that possible earlier? Reinhold, I want to say you're up. The Palm seeing Yavanna get destroyed just curses out at Amaret, who lovingly stayed in range of the middle finger that she's pointing at him. Wait a second. He's 5 feet out of range. It's 60 feet disintegration. Single target on it's not her turn.
All according to Kakaku.
Oh, God. All right, well, because of the rules I have on my disintegration, I can't double dip in one round because that'd be awful. So this is going on Sun Sora, Aiden, or Shadow Wolf. So we're going to do a D3 to determine who. She's saying that she's frantic, so she's not targeting anyone in particular this yet. Top down Lafray.
Me.
Sora.
She wants to get rid of the person potentially able to help her, or to, well, thwart her. Here we go.
Oh,
Inspiration.
come on.
Bless.
Oh,
Oh, much better. Disintegration is all or nothing, so evasion doesn't work on disintegration.
Yeah.
He points his finger at you, and she points it at the ball. Not you, that. But you're able to evade it.
She like flicks her head to the left as some of her golden hair gets singed in the blast. But she looks down at her. No. This ends today. You've brought this war upon yourself. Reinhold, now.
Reinhold just closing his eyes and trying to concentrate as much as he can, his various bones just glowing like this deep green and blue. Slowly transfers to his claws, and this energy just flows into Sora from her shoulders and crawling up to where her forehead tattoo is, as the energy just fills her from head to toe. And for a brief moment, along with the energies of whatever Amelia was granting, you feel a familiar warmth. Not enough to see anybody, but you know who exactly it is. As you're free to do as you need.
You know that if you'll be ending your rage. Are you sure?
I have 2 charges, like 1 additional charge, so it wouldn't be that big a deal.
Okay, good.
Yep.
But temporarily you'll be exposed in your regular form.
Yep, that's fine. And then bonus action rage.
Oh god, I didn't even have to shrink you down. God damn it.
Yep, for a moment it looks like he's about to crumble, but he just reinforces real quick. You have to hate.
It's minor, but don't forget the D4, and yep.
Sora's held action goes off. The energy charges up, and the best way I could kind of describe the noise is, the legendary Godzilla, his beam kind of goes that vroom, 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 like it goes through different stages. It goes up her spine. But for Sora, it's a more higher pitch as all of these rune energies go up her body and down her arms. And those final moments, like Kai said, there is someone behind her. A familiar form. One that Palm did help. The real Palm. As he places his hand on her shoulder, she pours everything given to her by everyone here into Palm. I will. What do you think, guys? Inspo reroll that?
That's a
This is, I think, a really big check to make, because with Amaret, we had a big check to make sure he was okay after touching the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough.
Better safe than sorry.
I could roll lower, which is the problem, but
Yeah, if we want to be careful about it.
no.
You want to do
We
a
need more.
group vote just before we settle?
I
But
still have the
Emma
rage I
was
currently
25.
got.
Yeah, with Amaret being 25, I think we have to roll again.
Just to be safe, I feel
Yeah.
like. I also have my rage, my current ongoing rage, to apply later on, so...
All right, last attempt expending the inspiration. Fuck. Dang it.
Is what it is.
If just so you don't feel like you wasted it, it was 25.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Well, not good, but...
We do feel better.
The barrier is still strong, so Sora unfortunately isn't able to get through. But she, in this attempt, is looking deep into Palm's eyes. There is still some of you in there. You helped someone, even when you did not know it. I need to find you, Palm.
Of course, there's some of me in here. It's my body.
So you wish to destroy the world. Why not make it your choice? Instead of these manipulations that let control your actions.
She looks at you, and her eyes glow with the fire of her rune. and you see a vision of her with essentially her brother, and she had gotten him his tavern, and they're just sitting down. They're sitting down inside the tavern. So this is your place, huh? And he's got a golden tooth too, and he's just smiling at her with the biggest mug of his life. We came a long way, Paul, for being in that city where our people weren't allowed to shine. To you being a hero in the world, to my daughter, and now we've got this place. Yeah, well, don't go thanking me or trying to see me on the holidays. Uh, I'm not watching your kid either, and I'm definitely not changing her diaper. He just smiles at her some more. Can you believe it? It still just seems like a dream. Yeah, well, some of us have to work for a living, so I'll see you around. And Palm leaves, and there's a dragon that's terrorizing the world, and she's helping to stop the dragon. At one point, she's talking to Mother Nature, and Mother Nature walks up to her and goes, "There's something wrong in your heart, Palm. I can sense it. Perhaps it's always been there, and I've been blind because you're my friend. But you know you can talk to me if you have to." Yeah, you just think too much. And then it goes to the dragon scene where Lewis strikes the final blow. His sword almost not piercing it with the spear, but Palm flicks her wrist, sends down a beam into the spear, which propels it through the beast. And then she just begins to cheer and clap like everyone else. Yeah, good job. All by yourself, huh? You don't hear her in loud crowds. And then there's another day she's sitting outside. She's looking at the mouth that feeds, and she's wearing her crown. And someone approaches her. One of her spy mouthers just appears behind her. It's a shadow, one that could turn creatures into disgusting wet dogs that she captured as a souvenir at some point. A very weak mouther that's really good for intelligence. My queen, I have unfortunate news. While you were protecting the front, your brother, bandits assailed his tavern, burned it to the ground, and took his life. Huh. She absorbs him back into the crown, and a tear rolls down her eyes. What? She looks at the tear. What is this? And she starts crying like crazy and drops to her knees. And she just starts to think, no matter how good, how much I do, this world will always be ugly. Fast forward about 10 more years at the cracking point, her world has been destroyed, and she has one final thought. Ah, shit, my world's gone. It's time for this one to go too. And then you're back in this room. What did you do? You filthy spirit rune. She spits at you.
She closes her eyes, flinching a little bit. But then Palm would see Sora have her own tears begin rolling down her face. I'm so sorry, Palm. I'm so sorry for what you've lost. I'm so sorry. And she'll hug Palm.
Get off me. You'll be sorry. Be sorry for what you're going to lose today.
I've lost a lot too. Not nearly as much, but No matter how hard I try, no matter how strong I get, it won't take away what's been taken from me. Do you want the last thing you do to destroy what's left of your brother's world? Is that truly what you want?
The world did that. No matter how much I took the garbage out, it still filled up every crack and every crevice. No amount of good was end. Maybe some hatred. Maybe that's what the world needs.
Is it? Because your brother put good into the world, did he not?
And what did that get him?
It killed him. Killed a good person. But he left you something, didn't he? To look after.
A child that I spent the next 10 years holding on to. Just so I could watch her name be dragged through the mud when I finally snapped.
It's not fair. It's not right.
You're right. But that's the world. And that's why I'm gonna end it.
I can see the logic in that. I can see how, in a way, you would think it's mercy. It stops everyone from experiencing the hardships from the day to day, the mouthers, the darkness, the gods, all the machinations of all these creatures and beings that hold so much sway over all of us. But I truly think you and me, we have this stance no one else has had. To be able to make it better. To change it for the better. If you don't believe you can do that, that's fine. But I think I can. I'm just asking that you allow me to hold your burdens from here on. To trust one last time, and I won't fail you.
She see her grit her teeth and Gothea's. She's right, Paul. Look at this world. You had me defend it, and now you're breaking it apart. Your hold on me failed a few moments ago, but I still played my part. There are people in this world that still love you. People in this world that understand you. People like me, a monster to society. But I too was a hero once. All right, pipe down, Golden Boy. Sorry, Paul. In any case, I have a theory that there's still some love in you. Release me, Shadow Wolf, or I'll beat your eyes.
Phoenix will nod to tell Shadow Wolf it's okay to let him go.
You have a good grip, Shadow Wolf. Make no mistake, I was winning. You see the fire begin to tear up Gothea's beautiful armor. What are you doing? He stands over the anvil. Open your heart, Palm. I'm tired of being the monster, and I don't want that life for you. And he's taking like residual damage just over and over and over. You think I care if you die, Gothea? I'm all you got left. And Gothea like is about to suspend himself, and you see a moment of weakness in Palm, Sora. A moment to cleanse one more time. But should you fail, you have sent her into a critical state, and she will let off 3 beams of disintegration.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will apply the same condition since you haven't started your turn. So the same
Okay.
benefits of the previous cleanse.
She hugs Palm firmly in that moment. Even if you feel like you don't deserve it, so many people still care about you. So many are willing to put their entire future on the line so that you may get to experience a happier time, a gentler time. Remember, Palm. Remember why. Remember the person who you were. Remember the person that was the one that even when she felt the world no longer respected or needed her, she still helped. She still saved the world. That person is still you.
Well, I'll be damned. The light pierces Palm's heart. Hateness, hatred, sorry, is driven from her body. Darkness and physical manifestation pours out. Flies at first from her throat and the eye into the air, exploding into bits of shadow and fire and darkness, and each one for unique Mouther energy from all of the Mouthers that she's enslaved over the years. Just joining in and out of her body as you start to cleanse her. I am my own master. I choose what happens next. She sends her hand to the sky and she screams with all her powers. And you can see a vortex open up in the ceiling of the room. And air begins to just get pulled and collected into the room. As you could see that her mouther, Archlord the Seventh, the hands of the Thrall, has begun its assault on the Ark host, Tasmatra, and the Thrall Eves that are inside the pocket dimension as it's beginning to tear open the entrance. And as it's beginning to tear open the entrance, Palm begins to absorb it. Come on! And sucks the creature into the room with you guys.
Oh
The
shit.
king of the king of the Thralls. Ah, I don't have the crown. I never needed it. And pulls him into the darkness. And then there's just an explosion. She looks exhausted. Her eyes closed.
So Sora would cradle her. Palm? Palm? She would bring a hand down on her chest and expend her spiritual heal.
Um, Gothea steps out of the flames, and for the rest of us to get involved as much or as little as we wish. The threat for now is over. But I give you all a moment to decide how you want to tackle this situation as the spirit heal goes into Palm's body, but there's no reaction yet. I'll give you guys 10 minutes. See you soon. Let's take a break.
Thank you all for believing in me.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
Of course.
Fuck.
Just remembering everything Lewis made her promise, be kind even to a fault. Boy, that
Holy
juicy
fuck.
30 was good to see.
God, that was so good.
It was.
I have pretty much used most of my resources, but it was worth it. I never actually did anything violent this fight, which is funny for the end fight.
Thematic.
No, no. Oh, this is
This is
in
not
character.
the.
Well, for this fight, at least. Damn it.
Ah, not the
Gonna lie.
Naruto.
Falcon really got me when he pulled that damn Mouther into the room. I was like, shit, wish I had more HP right now.
Oh yeah. I was so ready to take more disintegrates if I absolutely needed to. Holy shit.
Wait, what the?
I am glad we at least saved the thralls. Even if that one problem still can be an issue, but we'll figure that out later.
We live another day. That's all that
God.
matters.
Disintegration beam brought me with down to 8 HP.
Oh,
Wow.
Sealed it.
8 hit points away from losing your character. Wow.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I was terrified. I was like, if Cloudy fails, she's gonna definitely shoot Lilith again and Phoenix because
Yeah,
you
she'll
guys are on
just fire.
defense. Yeah, you guys are so hurt, and then wanted to Sora.
I was so getting ready to say, you know what? Fuck it. Reinhold is gonna fully cover himself and knock himself prone in order to take all the blows if needed.
Oh man, you would literally die. You would be so much.
That's sacrifice your character twice in one campaign, Biz.
Yeah, that. You know how I am. And that's how this character works. He's a protector at the end of the day.
I'm a sucker for stuff like that. I probably would have let you do it.
Self-sacrifice too heroic. Can't stop.
Lost wow.
Although I would have needed to 100% apologize to Cloudy for making him have to endure losing two close characters.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like how Gothea did self-immolation as a protest. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix is totally thinking about saying, so you want to go to the moon?
No,
I
let
need
the
some
damn
answers.
girl retire.
Oh no, I mean to Gothea.
Yeah. Go there and be like, oh, there are things up there to beat.
Yes.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Do I get to fight the moon?
Yeah.
Now I gotta find that video of the abridged Dragon Ball Piccolo just screaming moon. There it is.
You destroyed her.
Yeah, when there was never really like a moment they talked about again, but Piccolo just casually obliterating the actual moon. And the planet being strangely okay afterward when you knew shit was thrown out of whack.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know if you guys know, but the moon influences like a lot of this shit on our planet.
Mm-hmm. Ocean tides being a big one.
Migratory stuff, sometimes seeing at night, Like,
Yeah, the waves and everything. Yeah. And the color in the world too, if you watch Avatar. Let me actually refill my water and stuff. I still got 5 minutes, folks.
Alrighty.
You know, I already felt like an eternity. I guess I was that tense, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, I was like shaking a little, like almost as if I was having like a panic attack. It was more so just nerves and really excited and like, please work, please work, please work.
It all came down to one roll.
Oh
The
boy.
ultimate gambler's high.
I deducted my my rune abilities too, just in case, just to make it fair. But yeah, I have only one rune usage left.
No. Yeah, I got a plan, although I'm not sure if it'll actually work for this particular instance.
I mean, I think we also need to get her opinion if she becomes conscious, because I don't think
I
she
mean,
wants to be saved.
I'm thinking she'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's at 6 exhaustion, so
Yeah, yeah.
Or on the cusp of death.
I was looking at the gauntlets because I haven't used them yet, and the heal one will get rid of diseases, but not exhaustion.
I
Only
mean,
things like greater restoration reduce exhaustion.
Hmm.
hey, we are in the late game. Strength of a dragon.
we may. I don't think we have time, but we may have time to also see if we can save Dream. But I kind of doubt that.
Yeah, we spent quite a bit of time getting down here and such. Getting out is
That's
also
true.
going to take time.
That was probably the most time crunched one out of them all, too.
Yeah, because I don't think Dream is a particularly battle-ready individual.
Plus, after what I'm about to do, I'm probably not going to have much resources left, and I am fucked.
Pardon?
I'm going to do everything in my power to try to bring her back.
Alright. We're going to be burning a lot of resources to prevent someone from dying.
And she may not want to live either.
Yep.
So we'll have to see if she regains consciousness.
Just playing devil's advocate, while I agree Palm probably doesn't want to live, Sakura would probably be very thankful to Lilith for saving her.
That's the idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instant
Gina.
suicide watch. she probably won't.
I mean, Reinhold has his own reasons for keeping her alive.
So average. It's your character. Obviously, I couldn't do it as good as you, but how do you feel about Palm? Did it feel right?
Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is amazing.
All right, cool. It looks like we got
Like the
2 minutes left.
yeah, like the flashback. Jesus Christ.
I'm happy you also played Thorn in the world, so you just get all the fucking glory.
I'm starting to think Average may be your favorite person.
No, it's just obviously Palm's his character, so it's so big.
Oh, no, I'm just teasing.
But in Thorn, he actually played like the moment where she officially betrayed everybody, and they did TPK in Thorn. Minor spoiler: the final episode they TPK.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I didn't make it out of that one.
So when you make a character too good, it ends up killing you.
Yep, yep, yep. I love that fucking character too. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Palm's a great character. I
Mm.
think
Oh
of
yeah,
her as like compact Brunhilde.
Even though average, I'm super excited for your Castlevania character. That motherfucker, like I was talking about the Kaizen reference, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
that character art you got going for him, that is fancy.
I know, I love it. I've got. I really like what I'm doing in Midjourney now.
I've been redoing a lot of my own artworks, but yeah, I've been really getting back into trying to challenge myself with stuff like that.
Yeah, that character also really depressing.
A PC isn't complete without a very dramatic backstory.
Always.
I
Wouldn't have it any other way.
even the one happy character I have in Cake's campaign is also like slightly depressing too. After the fact, like no,
Of course.
I can't run from it.
It be what it be.
All right. Oh, where's myself on? All right. Let's get back into this mofo. Average. Avante, you hear average?
Oh, that was roll call. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
Another day.
Cloudy.
Ilanan.
Shade.
Still alive.
Sakura.
Gonna fix Shadow Wolf.
Wait a second. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
All right, let's start. So, you see that there's a vortex in the ceiling still, and every few moments, uh, not necessarily a form, but the energy that you see when a Mouther goes to mouth that feeds is shooting into the room and jumping into Palm's body. And there's just dozens of them as she begins to absorb all the darklings and Mouthers that have been laying siege to Mothmorn. And there's a stream of darkness, but she's otherwise unconscious, laying on the floor next to you, not breathing at all, even after the healing from the Spirit Hill.
Sora would pull Palm and to hold her and to cradle her. Palm, Palm, please talk to me. What's happening?
She alive? She's dead. She
At
better
this
not be
time,
dead. Good.
Lilith just hisses in pain and just lets out a groan. Is she's struggling to pick herself off the floor and barely moving across the way, using the wall to prop her up. I must try. And she's literally holding, with the other hand, is holding together with the rest of her abdomen, which has been pierced through with the disintegration ray. Hand her to me.
Whoa, shouldn't you worry about yourself first?
Sora will pick her up into a carry and bring her close to Lilith.
I'll give everything I have if it means bringing her back. And she'll just place her hands over Palm's chest. And to begin with, as she is going to use her Cradle of Life.
Okay.
And um, she's going to further infuse all of that um, with a surge of healing, as she is going to use her 6th level spell to infuse heal into her as well.
Just pulsing. Poof, poof, poof. Like you get the shock thing, if ever it's called, on her chest and just bumping it up.
Sakura is not done with you.
Her eyes are still closed, but all of a sudden you all are in a dark room, and you can hear something get slammed. And it's a jail cell, and she's sitting in it, real green, real young, trying to like figure her way out while picking her nose when no one's looking, and then picking it really aggressively when someone is. And then a group of young adventurers comes in. Oh, you're shitting me. I gotta go with these guys. She thinks. Hey! A smile on her face. And she's released into a party. These people are nothing special at the time. One of them, of course, went on to become Mother Nature. Uh, but this was her group, her family. And not all of them would make it because that is the way of war. One of them would even become a Malder, be damned for eternity. Some would fall in the final fight. And a few would survive, but seeing what happened, it became a palm, arguably survived. And in that moment, you kind of can experience a portion of Palm's life. And even after all you guys have accomplished in this story so far, you realize Palm has paid the price tenfold. She saved the world dozens of times. And she eventually she gets back to her modern day age. She's worn and tired, and she's in this black room with you all. She just goes, "What's the point?"
Lilith looks down. There are still those that care for you, even if you fail to see it. There are still people who will fight for you, tooth and nail. I think this world isn't done with you.
At what point do we draw the line? Our own biases.
You don't. You give. You give. It hurts. You'll cry. You'll curse the world. But there's still things to fight for.
So I'm to be forgiven. Let's go back to living a normal life.
It won't be that easy. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm sure Mother Nature, Sakura, would find some way to bring you back into the fold.
I wouldn't want that. She's too good to have that kind of heat. You don't get to destroy the world and then get your hand waved. My time here is done.
That could be your choice. You've done so much for the world, Poem. If you wish for this to be the end of your story, that is completely up to you. From
Or
the
you can fix
outside
what you've
view,
done.
Huh? Ah, you remind me of myself. A young punk.
Hmm. Of only about a third of your sins. I'm making up for it. You should try to do the same while you still have time.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Night chapter cronies grab me up. I sure blasted my way right out of their fortified keep. I should thank them. If they didn't recover my body, I would have succumbed to my wounds. Their ambition led to my freedom. It's like a hint of darkness seeping back into her. But she catches herself. Ah, I'm tired of working for this world. Is it too much to just retire? Maybe collect unemployment or some type of fun?
Phoenix has been listening, even though she's trying to get Shadow Wolf back up. So while she's still tinkering on Shadow Wolf, she doesn't look over her shoulder or anything, but she will just say out, "You want us to tell everyone we killed you and you can have a life of peace?"
And whenever you guys engage, you step into this dark domain, like deeper, like your body manifests there. And she looks at you. Ah, that'd be nice. You probably should have went with that narrative. But I guess get a second chance because you don't look like a monster.
Listen, I don't have the patience, and you don't have the grace to spend. Work for yourself now. You aren't saving the world from dragons or beasts. This is all you. What are you gonna do about it? Unless you didn't know anyone anything.
There's one more thing that has to be done. I gotta save the world one more fucking time. My crown. Where is it?
you said you destroyed it.
No, it
Well,
was taken from me.
that would be with Mother Nature's domain at the moment.
Yeah. I hope you guys had it.
It's too safe in the hands of a traveling band.
The crown is still gonna release some others in a few days. But they're not gonna appear where you suspect them to. They're gonna be marching upon Oniki's wall, traveling right through it. An army of about 100 rounders. I exaggerated when I said I had 1,000. They vary in strength, but one among them can bring this world to its knees. Anirak, I bet you took the first major blow against me and Sakura's life. Killed from us things we cared about, and set others on a path to darkness that would consume themselves to motherhood. That's that wall. If it's brought down, the world will soon follow. But I can stop it. I can absorb all of them one last time.
And what happens to you?
I cease to exist.
You're that intent on dying.
No, or I die right now. I'm intent on doing one last right thing before I go see my brother. I need to tell him something good came from all of this.
I won't fight you anymore. Your fate is yours to decide.
I'm in no condition to continue my journey today. You'll need to secure me somewhere safe. I don't suspect I'll wake up either. That's why you're here and we're not out there. Maybe Bartholomew can watch over me. Though he's so neutral, if someone came in here and slit my throat, he'd probably just record it. Actually, I'm so dumb. I've still got someone who can look after me. That's right. And I'll be here till you wake up. If you act now, you can still start night chapter. If not, an abandoned Mothmorn to its devices.
No, much like you, the job is never done. I'll have to save the world one more time today. As she gives like a very big smile.
Well, I guess until later. Until next time.
And what of this forge?
That's the last drop of Zion's blood. It's built on top of the bed to which he was stabbed by Zabimaru in the Great Betrayal of the 12. The last place he laid before he threw everyone into darkness. Before he sent them to the mouth that feeds. This place, this anvil, can destroy Malthers, can destroy original sins, can destroy the items that hold their power and their presence. But it has been safe down here for 1,000 years. Just close the door on your way out. Or take away the opportunity to rid yourself of these creatures forever. Would secure the destruction of something that can be used for great evil. Toss the remaining focus into it, and the fourth one should destroy it. Good choice. Remove the last speck of Zion, but also a massive, powerful obstacle that can destroy the world. Or let it remain here so that it can do what it must do when times are appropriate, such as what was done to Yavanna.
What do you think, Zora?
It's a reminder of a painful moment. A reminder of a betrayal that has forever stained our world. Appropriate, sure. But it's a phantom of the past that haunts the world. I think it's time for something new.
And your take on it, Phoenix?
Honestly, I'm torn. I've come to like this cloak, and I think Mother Nature might be kind of mad at me if I got rid of it. But I'm not attached to it. It could go if that's what we deem necessary.
But wouldn't destroying these things be the thing that summons the destroyer?
Well, we don't have all of them, right?
I think they're saying destroying the orbs, not the artifacts, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought we were talking about my cloak and your
Staff.
Yeah.
Is that what she meant? The artifacts, not the orbs?
Well, that's the only way to destroy the artifacts, but the orbs can destroy the anvil. That she's saying so.
Yeah, destroying the anvils, what she meant.
Gotcha.
Because if we destroy the artifacts, that was potentially to summon the destroyer.
But the thing is, like stuff like Palm's crown and your staff, even though it's purified for now, it's still connected to Zabimaro. It could get corrupted after you die. It could get corrupted a year from now, tomorrow.
When the next person gets a hold of it.
Yeah. So she's saying, without the anvil, it will be impossible to ever fathom destroying these things. However, the anvil does pose a threat to society with what it can do, how powerful it is. So it's just like keep this thing that can destroy the ultimate evils, or destroy this thing that can be used by the ultimate evils to destroy the world.
Okay. Sorry, now that I have better clarification, Phoenix's answer would change. Just like creation is a wonderful part of our lives, I think this needs to stay. It seems pretty well guarded down here.
For now. Or have you forgotten that? Uh, I forget the name of the guy that's about to take over the.
Fails.
Theos, thank you. Theos is fixing to take over Mothmorn.
Let me show you his artwork. Oh, I can't.
Aw.
Not if we act now.
Yeah, we stand in his way. I say we go show him that and remind him of that.
Just bear in mind, I don't have much of my healing arts at my disposal right now.
If it makes you feel any better, when Palm busted out of Night Chapter, they all started running like little bitches when the Mouthers got released. I think you've taken the hardest fight. Not to say that you can win easily, that there's a chance. But based on the designs, if you were to secure the phantoms of the past that keeps haunting us, metal rain, automatons, and metal gods, then even with a proper rest, your odds are worse than the fight you just took.
Then sounds like we better get moving.
Either way, I'm behind you.
What's the quickest way out of here, Palm?
Sees that Palm is like just this vulnerable child almost, as the spirits equally sleeping, both body, mind, and soul. So in the realm, in this dark, blackened, cold room, she lays there on the floor, almost innocently unconscious. And Clothea goes, well, the vortex in the ceiling is closing. That can at least take you back to the Thralls. I'll protect the lamb.
Sora would smile and place a hand on Sleeping Palm's forehead. It's nice getting to know the real you. But leave the rest up to us, okay?
Take good care of her, Goldie.
Of course.
Alright, gang. Once more into the fold. We have a civilization to save, and from there the world again.
Phoenix will begin flying up towards the vortex.
Sora will begin running up the wall and up into the vortex.
Dragging back is the best way to ride.
Yep. Lowers himself for everybody who can't get up there on their own.
I know this probably isn't the case, but let's end this.
Okay. And as much as I want to end the session, I still got you for 40 more minutes. So you guys are taking all the way up top and your own means of travel, of course. But eventually you do arrive back in the room. Well, that mouth is no longer here killing them, so let me move that. Whoopsie doo.
We're on a tight schedule of world saving today.
Yeah. And, I meant to when I gave you those 3 paths, but it looks like somehow, someway you're going to be able to do all 3.
Heroes make the impossible plausible.
Yeah. Well, consider a lot of things from your resources to the fact that I definitely thought Palm was going to kill at least 2 or 3 of you, and shit, 2 of you came close.
Very.
There we go.
And we still
So
somehow
this,
kept the 2 familiars alive too.
Barely.
Yep.
Taskmatra.
he returned.
We were in time.
How is it possible that you were able to handle both fronts? The visions I saw told me that any path you took doomed the others.
We're
Well,
pretty good
friend-
at this.
A friend of mine had a rival who could see into the future. Turns out the future is very flexible.
In any case, I suspect you don't have a lot of time to talk to me then.
No. We can save everyone. We just have to move fast.
I see. Well then, good luck.
All right, let us move.
She tells you all, wait. She walks over to her mother and she grabs this thing from around her neck. Meanwhile, Sun Tzu moves so fast she's in the next campaign. This belonged to my mother. It's called the Angel's Tear. It's said to hold great power. I suspect if one of you drink it, it will give you the strength you need to succeed. But it's a mere drop, a single little ball.
Well, Emmerich, I believe you'll need this more than anyone.
Yeah, don't be shy. I'm gonna drink up.
Well, I know it's kind of hypocritical, but what is this, a drug or?
It is the power of my people. The energies that have been transferred from Matra to Matra for years to come. But I'm no longer in a position to save this settlement from Nightchapter's final stroke. It will take a long time for me to generate another tear. In fact, it will not be my life nor my child's. But that life does not exist if you fail. So if you are the one who will save us, then you will carry the strength of my people. You alone. And he puts the little silver vial towards you. It's like a tiny little glass, silvery container. It's a little tiny single drop that almost looks like water in it. And, kind of, I guess, help make sense of it. It's kind of like the Black Panther effect. Right, if you take this essence into your body. If you get the reference.
Yeah. He'll reach out and take it.
She turns and she blesses you. That's Matra and his secrets. Now drink.
No. Thank you. Do like an awkward bow. Bottoms up.
Okay. You feel your body like start to shake and boil, and you start to break down, and blood starts to gush out of your eyes and your ears and your mouth. And the Taskmatra puts her hands up. No one move. He must overcome this alone. And Everett, since your whole thing is blood, and this thing is attempting to fuse with something that's not a gift, I need a saving throw challenge. 3 Constitution saving throws. I'll give you advantage since you're a bloodbender and this is poisoning your blood.
All right. All 3 advantage or just the first one?
All 3. You're the benefit of the doubt here. Success.
Okay.
Success.
Okay.
Failure. You have the option to reroll that last one before I tell you what happens. Before I reveal it to you.
I'm not gonna play with that. We'll do one more.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
Not as bad as you think. There are no more rerolls once someone rerolls. This is how much of the power you're able to consume. There was a potential for 3 levels. You just leveled up twice.
What?
Yes, oh shit. Even though it says oh shit. So what are you guys, level 10 or 11 or something? So you'd be
11.
You'd be 13 then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more importantly, you also benefit from a long rest when you consume this.
Oh, damn.
So you're at full capacity, Emrute. Full capacity.
Okay. Let me do some things.
Yeah, you do some things. We'll move into the fiction for now. We don't need to move in the map. I'll put you guys in the room that's the entrance just in case you guys. Oh fuck! Okay, follow us here in Pawn. I'll move you guys to the entrance just so you guys can see cool stuff. Dropped you in the abyss. Sorry. Oh, I guess you're not gonna be here anymore. This is where you would have fought at Malda if you took this route.
Ooh.
But anyway, that's not where you're going right now.
You get an ability score improvement, and you get something called brand tethering.
Yeah. I get a blood ting. Jesus Christ.
Into the hole we go. Woo!
Yeah, you guys go into the hole where Night Chapter is, dropping into the darkness. Wait, Tasmatra, the chest back with your people. And as you go into the darkness through winding tunnels and many paths, you can just see that Amrit's energy is flowing through him. His rune restored, his HP restored, his long rest. And he's stronger than ever. You can just feel the knowledge. You can see flashbacks to the wars of Metal Rain. And you're just prepared to take that fight. Give us a one-liner as Theos pops in your head, just kind of laughing with Terma next to him as you realize who you're going to finally handle.
Beg for blood.
And the session does not end. Now let us continue.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, we have so many moments where it's like the perfect way to end the session today.
Well, Amrit, are you ready for your revenge?
Yeah.
Also, you have a little blood there. there, a little bit
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that probably looked pretty awkward. I didn't want to do all this drinking the blood of their people, but, you know,
Do you want me to
gonna
just
happen.
paint you back to your normal color now?
Can you?
Yes.
You remember, like, the exact color, right?
Are you insulting me?
No, go ahead.
Sora will expend another charge off her staff to paint him back to his original color. It was a fun thought experiment. No, I will not do this to Amrut. I am a master painter. Do not slander me here.
You need the hexacoat or
Oh my goodness.
the swash.
I will give you a beauty mark if you don't shut up.
All right.
So all of you fly through the dark tunnels. They get smaller and smaller until you see this tiny hole in the ground. But Shadow Wolf is going to probably have to make strength or constitution checks to make through at his size. But Reinhold would be impossible in this form.
Damn it. Okay,
What
as
if we
Ryan.
give him baby oil?
Do you have
Then he'll at least get stuck inside, but he won't be able to move.
do you have reduce on you, Shade?
That is an alternative if you can reduce his size.
Oof. If only. Well, if we're going through the holes anyways, and I got no other choice, then Reinhold, as we go down these halls and realize that it's starting to become a little bit too much of a squeeze, he realizes what he needs to do, and he just lets out a really big sigh. God damn it. And just like clenches his arms against his chest, cracking the bone before all his Leviathan form turns to water. I am going to Leviathan Wave and use that as a way to help propel us forward. But it also ends his rage.
So thematically, your whole body kind of turns into water for a tidal wave as you wash them through this small hole, this entrance into the dark world, this entrance to the kingdom. And you pour out on the other side. We'll say with that, we'll ignore Shadow Wolf like barely being able to fit, and you just literally wash him away. And you guys all appear in the first hall of Night Chapter. And the session does not end.
Alright. Quick. Let's move.
Okay, I'm moving you guys there now.
Wait, Zora, that's back toward the other room?
My mistake.
Yeah, that's the map transition point.
This is a different map entirely.
Thankfully, I'm fast to make these decisions.
Yep. Just like a cat, just like bounces back and forth.
Okay. You guys go into this hall here. Wait, when I move you guys, just let me know you got vision and stuff on the map. Hopefully everything works out. Checking. Cool.
Alright. They probably don't they think that you're walking into this trap thinking it's not a trap. So we can spring the trap that's their trap onto them.
Huh?
Yeah, I kind of lost myself there too.
She was saying, play along like you're none the wiser. That they're a ruse.
Sure. Let's kick some ass.
The entrance. You remember these two fiends, these devils. They're people with devil masks on. Though just looking at it, they would look like oversized imps holding daggers. Night Chapter Standard Edition. It says, Indes Vetra. In life as in death. It's written in a tongue that's forgotten for most, called Thieves' Cant, which mostly is just using words that aren't words to represent other things. But here is an ancient text of Thieves' Cant that is in written form still, that even rogues don't know, but a night chapter member does. And as you read it, you just kind of remember the endless classes you've had here, the moments of torture, both literally and just mentally and figuratively. Uh, you remember the friends you built up here, and how a few times Thales had let you get close to someone just to kill him before your eyes, before you were even a man. Don't be attached. Attachments are weakness. You began to like that boy, didn't you? Maybe you thought you'd be good friends. Maybe you thought you'd leave this place together. And that is what you are rewarded with. Tonight you'll sleep next to his body. And he walks out of the room, and you're like 10 or 11 at this point. And you return here. And you're about to have a lot of fucked up memories.
Everyone will see Emmerich like close his eyes, and you can almost see like the pain he's seeing, even with his eyes closed, as he kind of like shakes it off. It'll all be over soon.
Sora put a hand against Armut's back. It will be. You have us. They don't.
And I realized something, Amrit, so bear with me for one moment. I am quickly drawing a replica of this map, and then I will DM you the drawing so that you can properly guide people since you've been here before.
Oh, very cool. You have the ultimate insider knowledge.
For the perks.
It's very crappy since I'm literally just quickly hand drawing
I hear you.
their shape.
Oh yeah.
He's like. And before they've renovated since then. Sorry, that trap was not there last time.
Excellent. I will send you this picture now in the DMs. And then we can continue if you have a bit more knowledge. I've also annotated which the rooms vaguely represent, just their titles. Okay, that's in your DMs. If you don't care, you can share it to them immediately, or after we solve the room, you can show them the crappy drawing, just so that no one else matters and you can do the full leading. It's really up to you, but it's yours now.
I like the idea of being completely blind. So I like if Average had complete control over this.
Okay. This way.
He points to the only path is this way.
I know. Yeah, it's the corridor, brother.
On this hallway there are pictures, and it's family pictures at first, but as you get down all the way to the end of the hall, you can see that the pictures progressively get worse and worse and worse and worse. And without getting into any descriptions, because I don't know your lines and veils that well, It's a period of peace driven to pain of the same person enduring hardships. The kind of hardships you endure in a place like this.
Yep, it's all pain into power. He will open the door.
When you open the door, you can see thousands of bones mixed in with thousands of standard issues, night chapter daggers and blades. This is where soldiers meet their end, both enemies and allies alike. This room will test anyone's strength. Emmerich, you know the secret to probably surviving this room is to deal with that gem on the far north.
This is the room of failure.
What must we do?
Not fail. And I'll point to it at the end of the room.
Hmm. Don't step on the bones, right?
I mean, if you can help it, sure.
Sora will turn and use her heavenly movement to begin running along the wall.
Okay. You can see that there are these gargoyle statues in this room. And their eyes glow up whenever you pass any of them.
Ooh. Do I know they're gonna do something or?
Yeah, you know that this room is filled with a dozen traps. But if anyone could get through it, it's probably Sansora, as all these traps are acrobatics and dex saves, but they are all or nothing. If you want to get to the other side of this room, it's one of those over my dead body kind of things. Hopefully your body's not dead though.
So they she has abilities they probably didn't account for, so we'll try this. Sora's gonna run up the wall, then begin running across the ceiling. Because she can do that with Heavenly Step.
Sure. Each time you pass just these sections, though, these gargoyles' eyes light up, and they open their mouth and they shoot a ball of fire at you.
Okay.
That's 4 balls of fire if you're moving all the way down to the other end.
We're gonna
Well,
do that.
8, but 4 ranks of it.
So let's get through the first one.
It's your choice of dexterity or acrobatics, and it is 8 in total because it's each trap triggers 2 of the statues.
Okay. So let's do the first one. And then second one.
Well, you need 8 in total, so you can do them quicker.
Okay.
So are you satisfied with 15?
Yeah, and this is the first time I think this is relevant, but my deflect missiles ability, I can now do spell attacks as a deflecting ability.
Oh shit.
So would this count here?
Sure.
So I'm satisfied with that. I know I'll probably fail, so I'll deflect on the damage as a reaction.
All right, excellent. You take 12 damage.
Okay. These are heavy hitters. And we will go again. Or so that was 2, so we'll do 6 now. Okay.
All right, just roll through them.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You failed 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay. And there's going to be. By the way, to your surprise, it's not fire damage, even though the fire carries them. But when the fire hits you, you just feel like you've been stabbed 20 times, and you can see that it's ferrying the daggers that have fallen in this room as you take 64 piercing.
64.
Yeah.
Now that is just rude. Ugh. And she'll reach down and grab that orb.
Sorry, it was 67. My bad.
So that's
So it was 38 and 29, and I probably should use the calculator. Oh god.
Oh, would she not be able to use her little deflect thing still?
Well, she's
Yeah,
running. She's running one round. It's a reaction, I think.
yeah, it's a reaction, so I wouldn't be able to do it twice.
Yeah. If she stops, then the first trap would just trigger again. So
I could use some help after this one.
you can see the orb there, and there's something a little bad that Amrit never had to disable this trap himself, but he's aware of it. This is not your forte, Sensora. This is investigation checks. Now you can shout out to Phoenix to help you walk through it by saying the symbols and stuff like that. But other than that, these other traps are still active. So if anyone else wants to get down there and help you, they're gonna have to contend with these 8 checks.
And this orb is locked down, the looks of it, right?
Yeah, it's inside a machine right now. Removing it will turn off all the traps. You also suspect there's more traps in the room, but since you took the ceiling, only the range attacks hit you.
Okay. Phoenix, I'm not quite proficient in this ability. I'm going to try and... I'm an idiot. I had an ability that would have helped me out here. Anyway.
I can come.
You won't be able to withstand all of the attacks.
I mean, I could fly down the middle.
There's still the ranged abilities is the issue.
Can you
Just try
read
and...
all of it?
I'll describe to you what I see, and you tell me what is the best course of action.
All right.
All right. Trying to look at my itinerary of bullshit to see if there's anything relevant, but I'm thinking not. So yeah, she'll crouch down and begin examining it and just describing the mechanisms out loud.
No, I didn't really have magic when I was in this room before, probably, or when I was actually like knowing about it. Is there like any like anti magic thing in here?
You do think if anyone teleports, they teleport back to the original chamber with the two
That's why I asked.
statues. But yeah, that's what you pretty much have to put in a pattern or sequence. Which, if you zoom in on the map, you can see that there's little etchings around that's holding the gem. It's pretty much like the ABCs and then a numbers 1 through 27.
I'm not quite good at deciphering, but I can make the numbers big. She'll look at them, and then she'll take her quarterstaff and expend a charge of it to paint this what she sees along the wall, so that everyone in the back can see.
Oh, that's very smart. So you just paint just massively against the wall this big description,
Yep.
which at the very least will allow you to get advantage from Phoenix aid.
Are they in deep speech or is it in just common?
It's in the Thieves' Cant written text.
Okay, so to help Phoenix, Ember will also decipher what it says too, if she needs it.
Okay. So with Emirates aid, I'll lower the DC by 5 since it would probably be almost impossible for you to do it by
Most
yourself.
likely.
And you'll get advantage because of Phoenix is a genius. So
All right. So this here, this potentially here. Phoenix, what does this squiggly thing mean? And then we'll roll.
To the right.
Absolutely no.
you see the bones begin to rubble. You'll have more opportunities, but for now, I am death. The fallen members of the night chapter appear before you. Let's roll initiative.
I was gonna say that's what that sigil means.
Oh.
On each of your turns, you can attempt to disarm the traps again. Fighting in this room is going to be very tough since the traps will hurt you, but won't trigger for the bone claw. If you defeat the bone claw, you can try to disarm the system again, anyways. But yeah, you have options allegedly. Reinhold, you're the first to act as this massive creature whose artwork is intact. Lol. Appears next to you from the bones of the fallen creatures in this room.
Okay. Huh. Well, shit, I don't have my rage anymore. Oh, well. Time for good old reliable. Reckless attack thwappity thwap time. Bop. That's 13. Second smack. 23.
23 hits.
Okay. And I am unsure if I'm able to bonus action chomp while I'm in my regular form.
Says while in your Leviathan form, fly speed, and your 100 teeth. 40
Shit.
foot.
Okay, so I'd still need... It counts as a regular unarmed attack while I'm in my normal human form, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's fair then. That's all I got, EOT.
Alright, 8 damage son. Sun Sora.
Ugh. Come on. You thought you would do all this all the time. You can't figure out one silly little puzzle? Just come on, Sora. She's gonna devote her action to trying to solve it.
Okay. Into the shield challenge again. DC 15, 2 out of 3.
Come on, this one here, that one there. Yes. Come on.
Success.
Maybe? No?
Success.
Oh,
According to Miss Windu, this party's over. The bone claw is also a part of the trap. So when you disable that, you disable the bone claw, including the other 3 bone claws you did not see on the map.
oh, thank gosh.
And the room, you see the statues all open their mouth, get sucked into the wall, and are replaced by stone baby statues.
You did amazing, Sora. I knew you could do it.
Yeah, I bet there's like momentary panic of like, oh, she fucked up, and then she's like, oh shit, and she moves it very rapidly, and everything goes away. I may not be the sharpest knife in the shed, but I make up for it for sheer charisma and gumption. Also, Al, can someone help me, please? She'll actually take those potions Amrit made for her.
When you say that, you see that with the traps disactivated, the door to this left opens up.
All right, I'm drinking your last potions here, Amrit.
No problem. Knowing like Willis is probably tapped out now. Or close.
She's a gift.
Uh, I also have 2 of those on me as well. You can take another one of those. I'll just deduct by 1.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Then you'll all be forced to see this GIF one more time. I did that because, he's good with potions, but he's also good with poisons.
It's perfect.
It's just cinnamon, man.
Oh, I think your old home here, Amrit, violates many laws about housing safety.
Yeah.
Don't think they're concerned with safety.
No, they are not.
There's laws about that?
Yeah, I think it's something called something like Orca or something.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, so this room doesn't have much of description. There's a door to the far left, a path to the south, and a massive carpet. Looks like to be just a room where you would sit around or stand around or wait around for something to happen. A waiting room. But you do notice the way that in is no longer an option.
Yeah.
And why is there a sphincter in the middle of the star?
Nice.
I think it's a flower, Lilith. I would think you would get that.
It's not what I see.
Reminds me of a starfish mouth.
Uh-huh.
Equally as unsettling, but
Jules is actually right.
Amrud, is there a special puzzle with this anus floor?
The what?
I mean, don't you see it?
Well, now that you mention it, I guess. But no, this is just where you kind of stand around in here. Now,
Great,
this
check
door
that off
here,
of our list.
actually, don't think I've ever been in there.
Yeah.
Just in case, I feel like we should open it up. Is there just like a doorknob on it or a latch?
Yeah, you can see that it's a lot thicker than the other doors. It seems to be a fortified defense. It's probably you could probably gain access if you can get into the leader's quarters.
We'll need a key. You can guess who has that.
Secret door for later.
I mean, I could try to pick it.
All that noise, I could have shot you in the dark.
Everyone like freezes when he walks in, just like locks eyes with this person.
This person gets up slow, like he's injured. Steps out of the chair. Finally home, the prince of the night chapter. You here to be its new ruler?
No. Don't
You
mind
know,
us, though.
you know my mask is red, so you understand how many lives I've taken.
Too many.
So I ask you one more time. If you join me, we can see you as the new leader.
And do what? Business as usual?
Whatever must be done. Probably get some health care around here.
You don't get health care.
No.
Taught at a young age to tend to our own wounds. We're given the supplies, but even if we can barely move, we're tossed in a room with a medical kit. If we die, we die. If we survive, we survive. But you should know, since I imagine many of you are foolish to the Night Chapter's ways. If you see an individual with a red mask, it means two things. They have taken over 1,000 lives. So there are very few of us. And we are also a special breed of Night Chapter, entirely immune to magic. But I suspect you knew that already. Since you're traveling with Amrit, I imagine he wouldn't leave such a detail out. takes another seat, and he pulls out that kit he was talking about earlier. We were assaulted before. I can tell you've already noticed I'm injured. And he begins to tend and stitch a massive gash in his stomach that he's been holding. I don't fancy dying today.
If the red blades are immune to magic, then why did you fear Palm?
This palm is more than magic. She's a rune master. Runes can still destroy us. Runes are not magic. They're as natural as the world that Zion weaved. And did you see the bodyguard she has? The big golden boy didn't need magic to turn me into a pancake.
Case in point, and Emmert will force pull him towards him.
If I wanted trouble, I would have given it to you.
Just tell me where he is.
You have to speak to the queen. I'm not high enough ranked. I may not be a white mask anymore, or gray, but I'm still not enough to be seated with the knowledge of Thales' web beings. Speak to the queen, you'll encounter her soon. The strongest member of Night Chapter. Below the head, and you. Both of you, of course.
And I'll let him go.
He falls to the floor and just collapses and tries to. He didn't have much strength. He was playing strong for you guys. He's just like crawling back to his chair to get to his medical kit. The key to that door. He chucks it on the floor next to Shadow Wolf as he doesn't have much strength. 3 times to the left, 1 time to the right. Draw the key upwards, then down. Push it in, take it out. Knock 3 times. Repeat the process, and the door will open.
He's probably not joking.
Sora would reach down and help him into his chair.
How kind of you. If I wasn't hurt, I may not have been so nice to your friends. Does that change wanting to help me?
I just won't ever deny who I am.
Besides, you probably don't even remember. He looks at you, Amrit. It's not important.
Yeah, well, I always remember a face.
And he takes his red mask off. And he's matured, but the boy that you had to lay next to that was dead, of course, Thales still made a use of him. And he's got this large stitch across his neck. I'm not who you knew back then. I was told I died and was not to commune with you ever again. But Theos had other designs, horrible ones. And so I'm what he calls a flesh golem now. But I still remember the jokes we had, with dark jokes, of course. I remember you making sure that I had enough food on my plate, even though you were as thin as a tiny branch. And so, yes, the key will disarm the trap on the door. I don't consider you a friend anymore. I've had time to evolve and realize what that word means, what it does to people. But I like you a lot more than I like Thales. So, good luck, partner. He puts his mask back on real tight, little wrap up in the back.
Sure. As you can see, though, friends ain't that bad.
Let me ask you something that's been bothering me for a long time. I was dead to all rights. You saw my neck, I won't describe it. You were left in a room that preserved the meat in this place, and it was cold. Why did you cover my body with the blanket? Are you just too afraid to look at me? I don't think I would have made it through without that.
The chance is a chance.
Go on. Theos is securing his plans as we speak, no doubt. My old friend.
You know what has happened to that man Dream?
He's being suspended into a tank, cloned, just like Amrit was. He's got the spark to be the mask maker, which means his blood is royal among the Thralls, or the Thrallians as we call this species. Many of us are Thralls, including myself. With someone like that, he wouldn't need Amrit or Terma anymore. He'd have a royal bloodline, someone to keep the people in check, someone to easily earn their red mask, someone to dominate the world. Elite soldiers. That was always his end goal with his cloning process. Not to continue to recruit, but to make a clone army. Amrit was his first success. Dream will be his last if you don't act quickly.
Open the door.
What was the instructions again, Amrud?
That's a very good question.
Remember, it tells you perfectly that you got to turn the key to the right 3 times and jiggle it up, jiggle it out. And then you need to knock it twice, pull the key out, repeat the process 2 more times.
And something
Man.
for me. Take a breath before you open it.
And she just does it in really rapid succession.
Yep. When you open the door, which you can open if you like, a horrible stench pours into the room. Bodies being prepared to be taken to the other room of failure, the trap room, to be discarded and added to the Bone Claw's corpse. To you, they look like festering zombies, but they are lifeless at the time.
I wish I could go back to the days where it was a question if I had a nose. Ugh.
Such perversions cannot be suffered to continue.
That's why this place can't continue. It's full of hell.
But just like that, a little bit of luck shines on you as you look at the failures. You've seen a few of your friends dragged into this room, especially after the ceremony that gives you most of your powers. To the south, you see, still waiting his transport. Near Viniero Dream, on the verge of death, from all the blood they've extracted from him. Act quickly, you see his light is fading. You can sense his heart drawing slower with your blood magic. He will die in the next few seconds.
Where is this at?
To
I
the,
mean, we don't see that. Only Amrit does.
Oh,
it's to the south. Should be at the edge of Amber's maximum vision.
Oh, let me zoom out. I say I don't see any.
In a cage. Can you see I'm pinging it? An area of a dream. He points to the right side of the room. And you can see the queen. Oh my god! Yes, the artwork did not get nuked.
Oh,
I wasn't
It's only,
sure.
it's only some of them, or a lot of them.
The queen looks at you. She says, Amrit, first successful clone among a long line of failures. Deserter of Night Chapter, and yet the strongest blade this place has ever produced since me. You dare into these holes in one piece? Have you come to turn yourself over to your ruin? Accept your defeat, and your friends may leave.
Emma will, without even averting his eyes from her, like locking eyes with her, will just reach over to Dream, and he will try and use his profane soul ability to heal him a little bit.
Just kind of like twitching your fingers a little bit and stitching up his wounds.
Sorry, but this is the Calvary. I'm not submitting to anything else here.
There's one thing that's been bothering me. You've never been shown the exit to this place, always blindfolded and taken out. What happened to that one person that helped you?
Why would I tell you that?
So the soldiers all draw their blades. And the queen looks at you and says, they're in the waters too. And the soldiers look and she slices off both of their heads right next to her. And the queen takes off her mask as we roll initiative, revealing herself to be Silveria, the girl who gave you the opportunity to escape. I am the queen. And the session ends.